What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video on heaters. This time we're going away from the diesel heaters or oil heaters, and we're going to talk about an electric heater I recently bought, made by Vevor, and I bought this heater for my sauna that I'm building. Stay tuned because I'm going to put a video on how to build a sauna from scratch. I bought the wood, some guy cut the trees on his piece of land, cedar trees, and I built the entire thing from scratch. I have about 3 hours of footage, so if you want to see that, hit that bell notification, like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be notified when I drop that video. So for this heater here, I'm just going to go through the wiring process because when I looked at the schematics, it was quite confusing and I actually blew the control board. I ended up wiring one of the live wires to the ground, and I blame myself for not reviewing everything in detail. However, I did talk to an electrician and the unit actually arrived with an extra metal bridge on the actual heater itself. So was it entirely my fault? I would say yes and no. But I'm making this video so it doesn't happen to any of you because I can't believe the company shipped this heater with a bridge bridging the live to the ground. In this video, we're gonna go in detail. I'll show you what I mean, and I hope this does not happen to anyone else. I hope I was just an unlucky customer, and I wanna make sure you have your heat working properly. So let's get right into it. This right here is the external control for the 9 kilowatt sauna heater. If you don't have this, it's because you wire everything straight to the actual heater itself. So we're gonna see that in a few minutes. We're gonna open the panel and show you that. But for this model here, this is the unit. It is pretty big, but let me show you what the schematic looks like because I saw a lot of comments online that said it was confusing. Bam, just like that, I took off the cover. So you have one screw right here. You just take that out and then you could lift the cover off. So what we see here is a bunch of terminals. So we have the ground, N, L1, L1, L2, L2, ground, L3, L3, L4, L4. It looks confusing, right? These right here are bridges. So they just connect the two together. As you can see, L1, L1, L2, L2, L3, L3. This right here is to power a light bulb. So for this to work, you need your ground right here. The neutral wire actually to be connected. Let's see the schematic and it's gonna make more sense. So this right here is the schematic that comes with the manufacturer. In green, what I did is I highlighted every component. So the green highlight is the controller. As we can see, it's Con 4. That's the controller model. It's also stated on your controller. So right here, just focus on all these confusing numbers. So we have our inputs right here, right? So power input, we're in North America, so 240. We have ground, neutral, L1, L2, right? So those go in there. You can see those bridges, the N, L1, and L2. So the L1 and L2 have those bridges right there. 1, 2. Okay, so let's just focus on the inputs. That right there, if I go to the controller, is exactly this right here. So everything on the left side. So everything right here. From our ground to neutral, L1, L2. Those are the bridges. So as we can see again, that's your input power going in from your box. For this model, because it's a 9 kilowatt, we're gonna put a 50 amp GFCI breaker because we're gonna throw water on the rocks, so just for safety. So that's the controller. Over here, we see the neutral and live, so that's for the sauna. So it's pretty cool because our input here is 240. And instead of running a separate wire for a light bulb, well, the controller already converts it to 100 volts through the N and the L, so the neutral and live. That's why we're gonna return that kit we bought to convert the 240 into a 110 volts, so that big wire we saw earlier. And that right here, the N and L, right here, is actually this orange tab right here. So if you do put a light bulb, that's where you tap into, right there. There is a notice, however, that the neutral wire is not necessary if customer do not install the bulb. So the neutral here is not necessary if you're not installing a light bulb. So you can ignore this one. So again, our inputs on the schematic, you would only really need your ground and your two, like your L1 and L2, right? So that's for the input. Now, what do we have in yellow? This right here in yellow is the actual sauna heater. So as we can see from the control board, remember that's everything in green here. So this is the control board. So we have a a ground, L3, L3, L4, L4, L4. So we have a lot of stuff coming out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires coming out, right? And that's just to control everything, right? For the inputs, temperature, timer, and everything. So you need 5 wires coming out of your control board or your control panel, which actually goes to your sauna heater. So your L3 goes into your L3, and then your L4s all go into an L4 slot. So what does this piece look like right here? This part right here on the controller, it's this part right here. So we have our ground, our L3, which has a bridge connector, and then our L4s. So we have 3 times L4s, which is those right there. So we're gonna open the sauna heater and actually look if this looks accurate. So we should see exactly this: a ground, an L3, and then those L4s. Now for the light bulb, again, that's that N and L, so that just look at that as a separate thing, which is that orange tab right here. So all this again is in the control board, see? That's why it's so big. Now, if you have your thermostat, which is this guy right here, right? So it's gonna detect your temperature in your sauna. It is recommended to place it right over the heater on the ceiling, so it grabs like the accurate temperature. In my case, I'm gonna put it underneath a bench because I like the sauna super hot. So I don't recommend this. This is just what I do. So because I do it, it does not mean you have to do it, but I'm gonna cheat a little bit. And again, if we look at the diagram, so the pink part right here, see, is the thermostat sensor, which also is into the green box, which is our our control board there. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 going into 1, 2, 3, 4. Thankfully enough, they made it easy. So this wire right here, well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's already all connected. So for this guy here, if you go underneath the control board, you can see that green tab right there. That's where you plug it in. So I'm gonna zoom in. It might get a little blurry here, and as you can see, there is a side that has like a little half moon. So make sure you just input it the right way. And then on our actual plug here, you can see, so there's the half moon, right? You just plug it in the right way. And that's about it. So overall, it's pretty simple. To install this board, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 1 screw up here. We're just gonna hang it off of there. And then we're gonna put 1 screw right in here and another screw in the other hole just to keep it very solid. So that's what the control board looks like. Let me know in the comments below if you have any confusion. I can maybe make another video just explaining this part a little better, but it is pretty, straightforward, I would say. So again, we have our inputs, outputs into the sauna heater in yellow there. Our light bulb, of course, if you install one, and the thermostat sensor. So those are the components with the control board. All right, so as we can see in the heater here, we have the L3 and L4s identified. So the L3 here is the one with the bridge, with the 2 bridges there. And then the L4 are these 3 on the right. So that's where we're gonna come and plug them in. We're gonna pass our wire through these holes here at the bottom of the heater. These should be enough. And hook it up from our control panel. Let me know if you have questions on this, but again, this is in the heater if you have the control panel modeled, so the 9 kilowatt like we have here. If you don't have the 9 kilowatt, you probably have these knobs here that are not working. So in this model, the 9 kilowatt with external controller, they're capped off because the controller does all the work. But if you have the knobs, you just come and wire everything up in here, just like the schematic, and it should be fairly straightforward. This here is the plate we took off the sauna. There's also a little schematic here. You can see there's 3 heating elements. So this again is the 240 volt North American with the control box. So they call it the Con 4 or the control box. So you can see exactly why we need 3 L4 lines right here, 3 of them, because each of them controls a separate heating element. So that's the reason for that. So again, just to summarize, everything on the left side, starting from the ground here with the neutral L1, L2s, all this here is the input from the house. From this ground to the right, so from the ground, L3, L3, L4, 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 that's what's going to come out of the control box and going into the heater. And then this right here is just, look at it as an outcast. If you want to put a light bulb, you connect it here. If this video helped you, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see anything else more in detail, and I'll definitely do so. See you in the next video, and I hope you watch my sauna build because that is one of my biggest projects recently. See you later.